Hey guys, it's Kaz Cats and Camera, and today I'm doing another video of randomly generated books. So I first did this in Bookmas in December, so I'll leave that linked above. But basically, it's where I use a D20 to figure out what books to talk about in the video. So I'm doing 5 rounds of this. I will be rolling this dice twice. The first one will decide which shelf, and the second one will decide which book. So for example, if I roll a 4, whilst I'm doing my 3 shelved bookshelf, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll pick a book off the first shelf. So I'm going to be doing each of my 4 shelves and then a separate one for my graphic novels. So starting on the left hand side, we got 18 and 12, and this is DreamBoy by Jim Grimsley. So this book, I first saw the film of this and then found out it was a book, so got the book and read it. It's really harrowing. It's about some dark ass topics. We follow a boy who has a really shitty life. He gets abused by his dad, sexually and emotionally and physically. It's a lot. And then there's a new guy that's living next door to him, and they start having a relationship. And yeah, as you can tell by the themes, it's a pretty horrendous book. It also has a pretty weird ending. Some people like it, some people don't, because it's kind of open-ended as to what happens. But I really enjoyed this book. Definitely an adult book, definitely not for the faint-hearted. So now, shelf on the right was 6 and 11, and that is Rabbit and Robot by Andrew Smith. This is Andrew Smith's most recent book. It was released last year. I actually pre-ordered it. I know, right? I generally buy second-hand books. I actually pre-ordered a book, a hard copy as well. Basically, all of Andrew Smith's books are really weird, and this one is no different. It's a sci-fi, it's set in space. There's these 2 boys who have pretty famous dads. One of their dads created these spaceships, the other dad created this TV program that's kind of used to control people's minds. So that's the thing, and yeah, they go onto this spaceship and there's loads of wacky weird things. There's loads of AI, there's mechanical everything there, there's a giraffe that's French, and yeah, just weird stuff ensues. Yep. So next we have my small bookcase, which has 3 shelves on it. And for this one we've got 9 and 20. And that book is Dragonfly Falling by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This is book 2 in the Shadows of the App series. This is a fantasy, steampunky, cool powers, but also cool insecty type powers jam. That probably makes no sense. But all the different races in here have sort of abilities, each to do with an insect that they're kind of not descended from, but they have certain characteristics of a certain insect. So the Mothkindern can fly and can see in the dark. The Waspkindern can fly and they can shoot a sting out of their hand. The Antkindern can all speak telepathically to each other. So yeah, it's just really cool. There's 10 books in this series. There's a lot to do with war and politics and cultures, and it's just really good. Next up we've got a bookcase over there. And for this one we've got 15 and 3. So that correlates to City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. And I know what you're thinking, how can something 3 in be book 5 of a series? Because, shut up, that's why. No, not really. No, it's because for some reason I've got it stacked upwards like that instead of downwards. It's a thing, it's fine. Yeah, do I really need to say anything about this book? I'm sure you know it. If you haven't read it, I'm sure you know what it's about. It's about shadow hunters, and they kill demons, and they have angel stuff inside them, and Claire is annoying, and I don't ship Clace, and yeah, there you go. Shadowhunter series. It's a series that you can read, that's really easy to read, that you kind of want to carry on digesting, but you also know that it's really annoying, so... But I have been enjoying this most recent series the most, but I've not read Queen of Air and Darkness yet, so shush. And last but not least, I have my graphic novels. Graphic novels are pretty slim, there's quite a lot on them shelves. So what I did with this one is just split it up into 20s and use that as shelves. So for this one I got 13 and 9. Not gonna lie, I thought this one especially could make me pick up something that I don't really talk about, but Chew Volume 5 is what that book is. If you've been here, you know about Chew. It's my favourite graphic novel series, you should read it, it's really good. It's about a guy that can eat stuff and then get psychic impressions from them, and for that reason he eats bits of humans that have been killed so he can figure out who the murderer was. And it's just really good. I love the artwork in here, it's funny, and you should read it. Also, last time I did this, I'm pretty sure maybe 2, 3, at least 2 I think, were books that I hadn't read. But I've read all of these, so that's nice. That's a nice little lie to pretend that I've read most of the books on my shelf. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I like doing this because it does hopefully make me pick up things that I don't really talk about on my channel. Obviously there are some exceptions of things that I always talk about, but I do think it's a cool way to just pick up a random book and talk about it, because I'm sure we're all aware that most of us kind of accidentally talk about the same books over and over again. It's just a thing. We can't help it. So this is a good way to branch out. So yeah, let me know down below if you've read any of these books, or if you want to do a similar thing. That'll be really cool. Not everyone has D20s in the house, but you can figure it out. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy them, then please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.